Whoa. It feels weird being in essentially total darkness. Essentially. Total fucking darkness. Um, I mean, I can do this to brighten it up a little bit. A wee bit. A little bit. It's crazy to me. Like, every time I look at this photo, I'm like, holy shit, I fucking met Stephen the fucking Amell. You know? Honestly, been in my life since 2012. I've been following his career since I stopped watching Arrowverse initially. And now I've began rewatching it. I've become much more of a fan, you know? I watched the entirety of season 1 to 5 again. No, even 5 to 6 again. 1 to 6. And that's like very rare for me to say because I never really rewatched TV series. You know, I rewatched movies, not TV series. Alright. We've got our colours and we've got our CD's nuts, which is behind here. We've got our CD, which is we're gonna listen to this today. However, I want to show you what I got today. This is the reason why I'm doing the stream now, to listen to the new record. Is that we got the vinyl as well. I'm not gonna open it. I'm gonna open it when I'm doing the album review, which I'm doing right after we do this. Which is yeah. It. You know what's weird is I'm probably gonna just. I'm gonna do the album review as I'm streaming, I think. Also, it's a limited edition version of this vinyl, so it'll be pretty cool. Like, and now, legit, I have every album on vinyl, I have every album on CD, you know? Trivium, I have every CD, I don't have every vinyl. I just got Ember, as you may remember, but that's only Have an Issue, which is not really the first album. It's more like a deluxe version of that album, but isn't like it's like 72 Seasons coming in a blank sheet of paper. So I'm not gonna open this until the album review afterwards, because I wanna look into that when we're doing the thing later. But yeah, let's get into listening to the 72 Seasons. James Hetfield, Kirk Z. Ripper, Hammett, Lars, Blastbeat, Ulrich, and Robert Trujillo. I've never actually looked at the thing. Oh, is this just the lyrics? 72 Seasons, Shadows Follow, Sleepwalk My Life Away, Luxie Turner, Crown of Barbed Wire, Chasing Light, Darkest Night of Sun, Too Far Gone, Rimba Mirrors, and Inamorata. Misery. She's not what I'm living for. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is do this. Yeah. It's a long album, so it's gonna take us maybe until like 5:30 to get it all listened to. But I'm going to talk about all these songs whilst I'm listening to these songs. Some of these songs I know more than others, but that's fine. It's actually, how long is it? Because it usually says how long it is when it's reading. Yeah, 77 minutes. So it is just over an hour and 10 minutes. Nearly an hour and 20 actually. It's only like 8 minutes shorter than the movie we watched last night. The fuck. Let's go. Yeah, it doesn't. For some reason, even with the like the Spotify one, it doesn't feel. It's starting off with that. It doesn't feel like it's a good start. When you like start the album, when you press play, it just happens that. It should like it sounds like it's right after another song. So that's why I think this song shouldn't have been the first song in the album. I don't know this riff. I like it. I don't really like that lyric. There's some parts of the song, these albums, this record that I just don't like lyrics. Two seasons gone. actually a good. I like that song. It's a pretty cool, fun, funky song. This song is also pretty cool. It's a fun riff. This part of the song really reminds me of Suicide on Redemption. I couldn't learn it because it was so weird to listen to. it's a fun song to play and listen to. It's a pretty cool fucking song. This song is a bit weird and a little bit boring to play. This is very Moth to Flame. This part's cool. However, it gets way too boring. It's like you play that for the rest of the fucking song, and it's such a boring riff to play. Sure, it sounds cool for like 5 seconds. This is a very boring part of the song for me. This part's cool though. Dead to rights. It's like that rap part is the worst, but this part is like the best. It's weird. This riff fucking is so bad. Like, I don't know, it's cool for like 1 second, but going back to it is so shit. It's not even a cool part. It's not like a harmony that everyone fucking loves. It's so weird. Yeah. I like this song. It's Sleep Walk My Life Away. Yeah. It's like a Dream I'm More type thing. Kinda like Now That We're Dead actually. It's like Devil's Dance as well, kind of. Curtis Wadley did a cover of this one. I really like the chorus. Day repeated. I think it's in standard. I don't like this part of the verse. This like coming up lyric. Nameless No Monster. It's so weird to listen to. That was a cool riff. Caught in the spell I'm dreaming. Whack me, day after day repeating. Whack me. This is a cool song. Every time they do the verse, I imagine the harmony every time. Misery, she needs me. Oh, oh, man, I need her more. Misery. She's not what I'm living for. Huh. Verdicts on the album so far. It is a good listen, you know? It doesn't feel like it's nearly an hour and a half of because it's 77 minutes, which is essentially an hour and nearly 20 minutes. It's an hour and 17 actually. But so like it honestly it's let's see if I can do that. I'll do the normal way. It is honestly a very, very good record. Honest to God, you know. Sure, the case is a little bit weird to get used to. But it compared to Hardwired, like the songs don't feel samey. Hardwired, that was my main critique with Hardwired, is that every song sounded the same. Yeah, like the differences were I can't think. The differences were like Spirit Out the Bone and Moth into Flame and Halo on Fire. Like they're very different songs on that record. But every other song, someone would probably get confused, be like, put on Am I Savage, and they may think it's fucking Man Unkind until the chorus. You know, like hang on, what? Alright, so let's record this album review, shall we? I've never recorded an album review before. So it should be pretty fun. She's not what I'm living. Fun fact, that's probably going to be the only time I've listened to that CD. I listened to the Hardwired CD a couple of times, but that was before I had a phone. Well, I had an iPad, but not a phone at that point. And at that point, I was listening to Spotify, maybe, but then again, Spotify, I didn't pay for Spotify until like year 10. And that's when I actually delved deep into Trivium at that point, because the way I was listening to Sing the Sentence, then in the middle of Sing the Sentence, it would start playing like In Waves, Until the World Goes Cold, Strife, so all the bigger songs of the other records, besides Dying in Your Arms. They also played Down from the Sky. That's how I found those songs. So I went to those albums thinking the album would sound like the songs, and I wasn't wrong. I mean, Down from the Sky I was, because every other fucking song on that record sounded completely different. I understand why Down from the Sky is the biggest song of that album. I really do. Anyways, hopefully I remember everything I want to fucking say, because there's some similarities in the other records I want to say, but let us try to fucking do this album review, shall we? Misery, she needs me. Oh, oh, but I need her more. Misery. She's not what I'm living for. One by one, take over life. Like the paper, Open my arms. Bleed out the flood. I'm beginning to drown. I don't want you there, but I don't want you there. I think you're. Oh, I think that's that. Okay, let's just do it. Are they both recording? Good. 3, 2, 1. I'm fucking recording a video whilst I'm streaming. This is weird. What's up, guys? My name is Awesome. Welcome to my. What should I actually say? I don't know. What's up, guys? My name is Awesome, and fucking fuck. What is up, guys? My name is Awesome, and I have finally obtained not only my fucking CD of 72 Seasons, but also my vinyl of 72 Seasons. As if you can see at the top, there's a limited edition version of it called Indie Retail Midnight LP. So let me quickly open it up and look at it before I get into my fucking album review. Oh, I don't have my keys up here. Oops. Oopsie doopsies. Misery, she leaves me. Oh, but I need her more. I'm still not really fond of the design of it, but it is pretty cool. Like, which is it better bigger or is it better smaller? Who knows? But I'm assuming it's gonna be similar to what the CD is. Yeah. Okay, you have James and Lars with the 72, like how at the back of the CD has 72 with James. So let's pull out the James vinyl, shall we? At the back of the James one has Kirk, so the two guitar mans. It's pretty cool. And please be blue. Yes, it is. It is blue. I'm blue. So I got 72 Seasons, side A and side B. That's pretty snazzy, bro. That's pretty fucking funky. And also I've seen a couple people having like, I want to say like vinyl misprints where like they where people have been getting like two of the same size, or two of the same vinyls, I should say. It's funny. And here's the other one, the Lars and the Vloberta, with the rest of these songs. Side C and side. It kind of looks black to an extent. How big is Inamorata? God, that's like half of the fucking thing is Inamorata alone. That's crazy. Pretty sexy, bro. Pretty fucking sexy. So I got 2 LP vinyls. Oops. Whoopsies. It's doing that fucking thing again. I don't like it. It's doing that thing where it's like it's opening by itself. Fucking hate that when vinyls fucking do that. Shit fucking design, man. Because the fold, you know, it's the fold, bro. Why does it do that? Every fucking vinyl that opens up I have does it. And it's weird because when you first open it, it doesn't do it, but when you pull out the vinyls and put it back in, they always do. Without fucking fail. And it's so fucking dumb. Oh, this is so fucking retarded, cunt. This is so shit house design. Oh, fuck me, bro. Fuck. So annoying that it's doing that. It doesn't want to be shut anymore. Look at that. Look at that. Vinyls. Why do you fucking print your vinyls to be fucking weird like this? It's so disgusting. I want it to be perfectly flush again, man. Like how it was when I fucking opened it. It's so annoying. Why do you want to be open? I don't want you to be open. I want you to fall. Look. Why are you standing up by yourself? Stop that madness. Oh my fucking god. It's so fucking annoying. I'm not gonna leave this in. I'm not gonna leave this in the video. I'm gonna be leaving it on the fucking stream. This is so irritating. Why doesn't it shut by itself? Ugly. Why you do this to me, fucking vinyl design, you fucking shit cunts? Such a shit design, what the fuck? Look at how it's laying on the fucking bed, man. Why? That's such a shit fucking design. Why is it like a fucking mouth, bro? That's so disgusting. That's so ugly. Anyways. Here's my download. Here's the download code that came with it. It's not as good as the other one, so I won't put it on the wall. Which is a little bit of a shame. I kind of wanted to, but it doesn't even have the crib on it. It has the fucking record player. Just a little bit annoying. Anyways, album review time. Album review. We just listened to it on stream. That's my second time listening to the entire album back to front. I've listened to some of the songs here and there, whether it be watching reactions, or editing my own, seeing Chainbrain do his playthroughs, yada yada yada. Also watching some of the music videos like Room of Mirrors and Inamorata. I kind of wanted to react to them, but then again, like they dropped like the days of me dropping the reactions initially, so whatever. So overall, I don't want to go in the nitty gritty just yet, but overall, it is a very fun fucking listen, back to front, you know, starting with 72 Seasons all the way into Inamorata. Every single song is different, you know. The main critique I have with Hardwired is that every single song sounded very samey, you know, like legitimately the riff in Murder 1 and the riff in Man Unkind are the same, essentially. They use the octave the second fret and the fourth fret on the D, and it's the same fucking riff essentially. Like, same thing with Lords of Summer, but then again, it's slightly different there. But I'm glad that this album doesn't feel the same, and it doesn't really rely on that Metallica scale, which is essentially 3, 5, 6. Sure, some riffs in it, 72 Seasons predominantly follows it, but the rest of the record doesn't, which is pretty cool. And like every song has like these standout riffs, which are fucking godly. Like whether it be the harmonies, whether it be the chorus, whether it be just a specific heavy head pounding riff. Every song has something that makes the song 10 times better, and I'm glad they do, because Hardwired didn't have it. I think there was only one harmony on that entire album, which wasn't Spit Out the Bone. You can argue the lead harmony thing in Halo and Fire, maybe, but no. But now getting into the nitty gritty. Now getting into fuck my finger, bro. Now getting into the nitty gritty. It's not a bad thing, but a lot of these songs, if not every single song, has reference to prior Metallica songs, just like how Hardwired did. But to the point where it's like you can only think about that prior song. For example, for me, the one that is the most like I think of a different song is the main riff in okay, the main riff in Too Far Gone is if not identical to the main riff of Too Far Gone, play it, is essentially identical to No Remorse, and then again into Hate Train, which uses the same thing. It's not a bad thing, but it comes to the point where you only think about those prior songs. And sure, it may just be a reference and it was on purpose, who knows, but I constantly think of No Remorse when I'm either playing that riff or I am listening to that part of the song. And also, every time I listen to Too Far Gone, all I can think of is Of All These Yesterdays by Trivium, this part of the song. But there are also a bunch of other references to other songs in Metallica's repertoire. Like the lead in Screaming Suicide has the lead in Screaming Suicide has the Four Horsemen lead. And that's also in Hate Train as well. There's also a riff in... I forget what name of the fucking song it is. I need to find it. Brain later on. Put it on screen. This riff really reminds me of Suicide and Redemption. I do not know why. It just does. I know it sounds completely different. It just reminds me of it because that one riff in Suicide and Redemption reminds me of Spider-Man somehow, and that riff reminded me of Spider-Man as well. I really don't know why. I don't know. It just reminds me of the OG Xbox game. No, there's also another part of the album which I forget what song it's on again, but that riff, um, I think it's in Screaming Suicide that there's the riff that sounds very similar to what they did on Moth into Flame, which also is very, very reminiscent to a certain riff of Bread Fan, I believe. Uh, hmm. Then there's also in Inamorata, there is the obvious vocal similarity, but with My Friend of Misery and with The Misery. Um, but there's also essentially the main riff. The reason why it sounded a little bit odd for me and it sounded quite similar was because it's just essentially Sabbath Bloody Sabbath by Black Sabbath, and I knew going into it this song was going to be like Black Sabbath apparently, and that riff is just a Black Sabbath riff. Then not even later on in that song there's the Lenny Kravitz similarity. And there's also, for me, in this part of the song sounds like this part of Lords of Summer. And I listen to the album now, I don't think of it, but in my first reaction I did rewatch them. But there was a riff that sounded much like Lords of Summer. I need to put that back to back right here. But there's also a part in, I think it's Chasing Light, or is it earlier? I don't know. I need to look. I need to fucking manually go through these songs again because I don't remember everything again and again and again because I've only listened to the album twice back to front. But then again, like those are just little critiques that have some familiarity with other songs. Like there's also the Broken Beat Scarred lyric reference in that one fucking. I don't know the name because I've only listened to it like twice, but every single song, as I said before, has something memorable in it. It's something that propels the song tenfold. Like whether it be the harmony in Room of Mirrors that everyone fucking loves, whether it be the harmony in Too Far Gone, whether it be the entire middle section of Inamorata, whether it be the chorus of Loxy Turner, or whether it be the like there's just things in these songs that propel it just a lot, and even the main riff in Chasing Lights, that headbangy Trivium-esque riff that just propels the song. There are certain parts throughout this album that I generally do not like because my brain just like that sounds very very odd, that doesn't work. Especially in the some of the lyrics. There's the lyric in 72 Seasons and Sleepwalk My Life Away, and this weird lyric stop that just sounds weird. I don't know why. It's just those parts like it sounds very weird. I don't know why. Um, but stopping the negativity, like essentially every single chorus on this album is phenomenal. Like it's weird because when you look back at the old Metallica songs, you don't think of chorus at all. When you think of Master of Puppets, you don't think of the chorus of Master of Puppets. What you think of is the fucking intro riff leading to that next riff, leading into the fucking verse, then a middle section. Like it's weird because the choruses on this album are so memorable to me compared to what Hardwired did, even though Hardwired's choruses are pretty cool. Especially the riffs under them. Like, the choruses in You Must Burn a Sleep Mock My Life Away. It's given me so much serotonin when I listen to them. It just feels good. I don't know why. I think that because it's slower and not as thrashy. I don't know. There's just it yeah. It's just really 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 fun and enjoyable to listen to. Um, and standouts for me currently when I'm listening to this entire song, like I'm not looking at certain aspects within these songs or like just one part that I really like. No, I'm thinking about the entire fucking thing. The two songs that stand out to me the most out of the entire record is Room of Mirrors and Too Far Gone. Like the entirety of those two songs are just pure goodness for me. In my reaction of Room of Mirrors, I was like, the main riff is weird, like I felt that was weird, but now listening to it again and again and again and playing it again and again and again, it's just so cool. And the lyrics over it as well, like James singing, like essentially it's probably my favorite song of the entire album. Sure, Inamorata is a highlight as well, but Room of Mirrors is currently my favorite of the album. And that's not even because of the harmony. The harmony propels it even more. There's also a kind of major critique for me in this is that a lot of these riffs I can tell just are mostly on the right hand, like just on the whether it be the E string. Sure, that's not a bad thing. Disposable Heroes main riff is just one fucking note, but like you can usually tell at the beginning of Shadows Follow, which is another highlight of the fucking album, is like dun 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 dun. Like sure, but they do that a lot throughout the rest of the album. They also rely on the second and third frets of the E string with a power chord a lot. And when I was playing along to the album just then, I kind of got bored playing them. It's weird because they're amazing to listen to. That's the kind of the issue and critique I have with both Load and Reload is that listening to those albums are fucking godly, but playing those songs, it's kind of a bit boring, which is weird because early Metallica it's both is good, but Load Reload and this album and even Hardwired is like listening is amazing, playing is not that fun. But there's some songs on this album which are fun to play, like Shadows Follow, that main riff, that the outro, the Batman-esque theme at the end. They're fun, but it doesn't get samey. It gets like kind of. I'd rather be playing something else right now. But overall, like, this album, this one, it came out of nowhere. We at this time last year, we were insinuating Metallica was going to release an album, whether it be in 21, 22, or 23, and they surprised us with a single last year with Luxy Turner. That song is also fucking amazing. That riff again, like, hit the lights. Very, like, there's so many parts of the song that the album, I should say, that aren't the same but feel the same as prior records, and that's what I like about it. I don't really like the things that are the same, predominantly the Too Far Gone thing. Is it Too Far Gone? Am I being a dickhead? Am I being dumb? Yeah, I don't really want to drag on this video too long. I've just been saying a lot about this record. I'm on stream right now, recording this video as well. I've been streaming for 2 hours just talking about the record and listening to it. I like it. I like it. It's every listen to, I like it more. Sleepwalk My Life Away has grown on me. When I was listening to it before, it felt a little bit boring. Crown of Barbed Wire is still a little bit iffy because the entire time it's just that same riff. Like, the entire time is just that. Sure, it's a cool riff, and Rob's bass is shines out on that as well. There's also a lot of other portions of this album that Rob shines in. There is I think it's the outro to Screaming Suicide, maybe, or If Darkness Had a Sun, I don't recall. But it's him having distortion. Or maybe 72 Seasons, I don't remember. It's one of the singles where he has distortion at the end of the album, the song. I'm like, hang on, the fuck? He also has a slap thing. He also does the tremolo picking, and he also has his kind of solo section in Inamorata right before James accompanies him. But I kind of wish he actually had a proper bass solo, not like how Spit Out the Bone, but proper bass solo where it's just him being him, you know? Because Kirk throughout this entire album has been doing iffy leads. The leads I like the most of him throughout the entire album, 72 Seasons, his lead in that is actually pretty decent. It's miles better than the leads from the other singles. And something that caught my attention was the first solo in Room of Mirrors before he added on the heavy fucking wah. That captured me. And then the outro solo to fucking Inamorata. That's a perfect solo, and it utilizes the wah amazingly. And I should have said this before, but this solo in Inamorata, I said in my reaction, and I'll say it again, that is just Bleeding Me. Not sounds like it, but is it. From that little snippet alone, it's the same solo. It legit is utilizes the same fucking notes. Sure, it's half step down and low, but whatever. It utilizes the same patterns and phrases in the solo, and sure, it can be reminiscent. It's a good thing to be reminiscent, but this song already gives Bleeding Me vibes. Don't add in a solo that is Bleeding Me into it, you know? Because the song was already very reminiscent of Fixer and My Friend in Misery and Bleeding Me, but then that solo, like, that Kirk's first solo in it makes the song a little bit weaker, in my opinion, which is a little bit of a shame because that solo at the end is fucking amazing. That riff at the end is fucking amazing. The harmony of that in that song is fucking amazing. Bears me with torment. This is so ugly, bro. Why you do this? I think Hardwired even fucking did it. Like, it wants to be open. Like, why? Stop that. Stop it. It's probably the most irritating thing about vinyls is that they fucking try to stay open. Yeah, Lars wasn't a standout at all in this album. Neither was Kirk, besides those couple of leads I really liked by him. Fuck off, Bug. James is the immediate highlight. His vocals, sure, the lyrics may be corny and a little bit simple, yada yada yada, but his vocals are amazing on this. It's not peak Hetfield, it's peak modern Hetfield. Like, a couple years back, people said his voice was deteriorating. Now look at this album. Amazing, you know? Sure, my personal opinion, his voice was the best between 96 to 99, essentially. With Load and Reload and S&M, his vocals are fucking perfect. Sure, live with Black Album Era was pretty cool, but him actually singing was amazing in Load and Reload and then into S&M. Sure, they voice modulated, but only for Minus Human and No Leaf Clover, supposedly. But overall, this album, yeah, again, it's fun. I like it. The riffs are fun. They're memorable. There's some parts of the songs that feel samey to other songs, but that's what's going to happen. You're trying to make a album like how you made albums before, and some of the riffs in older songs felt very samey as well, but no one wants to fucking admit it. And I also said in the singles that the production was identical to Hardwired, but you tend to forget about that when you listen to the album as a whole, because looking at the cover makes you think differently. If this cover was white with a face in the middle that wasn't like Hardwired, but still reminds you of Hardwired, it would feel like it's Hardwired again. You know, because the singles sounds like them, but then when you listen to the album as a whole and even 72 Seasons, you don't think about that anymore. Oh, that's a point I wanted to make earlier on, is that 72 Seasons, good song, but it as an album starter, it doesn't work for me. It should have been the second song or the third song or whatever, like how James Hetfield wanted, because he wanted the album to be called Luxy Turner apparently, and I am inclined to agree because I accidentally called this album Luxy Turner, just for some fucking reason, because that's was the first single. Because the annoying thing about 72 Seasons is that it just starts with Rob and Lars doing him doing the hi-hat thing, then Rob doing that, and it just starts like abruptly when you press play, you know, and it doesn't feel right. It feels like it should be placed after another song, and it almost feels like it originally was. So that's the question. What would have been the first song of the album if it was the case? Who knows? And now time for my rating of this album. Songs individually can get boring, yada yada yada. There's 12 songs on it, so there's gonna be a couple boring ones here and there. Screaming Suicide and Kindly Crowned with Barbed Wire is at the bottom for me. There's parts in Screaming Suicide I really like, the main riff and the dinner, don't call my name, that part. But just the song, the second half is fucking boring. You utilize the same fucking riff, which is annoying and boring to listen to and play, then you lose it for the rest of the song, which is boring as well. So the songs in itself, by themselves, they get repetitive, yada yada yada. But that's by itself. I'm talking about the entire album here. as it stands for me, it's a really good album. It's a really good listen of, especially thinking of Metallica and modern Metallica. It's when I put it against Hardwired and Death Magnetic, it's Death Magnetic into 72 Seasons into Hardwired. Sure, Hardwired has banger songs, Mothing to Flame and Spin of the Bone specifically. I just feel that 72 Seasons has better songs. Doesn't feel like there's any filler at all. There is oomphy, heavy songs that feel like Dream No More, but are in standard E. Both Crown of Barbed Wire and Sleepwalk My Life Away do that for me. And it kind of feels like Devil's Dance as well, which is fucking cool. But yeah, the album, I think, is a 7 out of 10. You know, it's a good listen. It's not the best Metallica. It's, I think, what if they were to actually release another album as what we're thinking they are doing, like, I'm kind of thinking they're going to surprise us with one next year, kind of like how this year is the 40th anniversary of Kill 'Em All, next year is the 40th anniversary of Ride the Lightning. This album felt very Kill 'Em All-y and Lodi. What if the next one's more Ride the Lightning and Lodi? Who knows? That's just my thought process, but this album was very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. So 7 out of 10, it's a good. I recommend it for fucking any Metallica fan. So many people have been commenting on my reaction saying this song sucks, this album sucks. But what's the point of you going onto the fucking comments of a reaction to say that? Like, why seek out people listening to it and saying the song's bad? If you're doing that, at least it's memorable for you, right? You know? I don't fucking go on to comment saying, and like Cardi B saying this is trash. No. Because I know it is, and they probably know it is as well. Anyways, good album, recommended entirely. It's superior to Hardwired in a lot of ways. There's a lot of references to it, but I think it's because they just use the same production as they did with Hardwired, using the Blackened recording with Greg Farderman, using the same guitars, yada 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 yada. But I think that concludes my album review. I've been just talking about the album for the past 40-ish minutes. Similarities between the past couple of records. But yeah, that is my review of 72 Seasons by Metallica. Good record, good listen to. It's fun to listen to. Don't know when I will listen to it again in its entirety. Maybe again soon. And the good thing about these Metallica releases is that I went back and listened to Death Magnetic. I went back to listen to Load and Reload because I'm in the Metallica mood again, you know? Which is always a good thing, and that's what I think these new albums serve purpose for. I think S&M 2 did that for some people. Yada yada yada. But yeah. That being said, my name is Win Lewis, and this has been my 72 Seasons album review. Again, cool record, cool listening. Album design is a little bit weird. People are calling it the Yellow Album, which I don't really like, because it has a name, it has 72 seasons. Unlike how the Black Album was called Metallica, so it was confusing. This is just call it 72 Seasons, end the day. Even call it the fucking Piss Album if you want, because it's fucking yellow. But yeah, it's a fun album, back to front. Every song leads into each other pretty good. I like every track individually to a certain extent, and yeah, I'm excited to see what Metallica does, and I'm very excited at the inevitability of them being here, because James Hetfield was on the Today Show and say they want to come back, so I'm assuming in the next couple of years, or it'll be the latest 26, they will be here. Hopefully. They were meant to be here in 2019. But I really want to see my favourite band of all time in person at least once, you know? So yeah, what do you guys think of the record as in its entirety? Is there any very good things you like, very bad things? What's your opinions on it? I really want to know. And I'm glad people in the comments are actually saying shit like that, and there's some people actually liking my unbiased reactions to it. Even though Metallica is one of my favorite bands of all time, I still critique them as any fan should. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah. So yeah, you have saw my review of it. I haven't done any fucking YouTube video on stream before. Well, no, that's a lie. Actually, I did a my Tales from the Borderlands things were streams, but I downloaded the VODs and edited them. But this is going to be uploaded as well. You can also argue that with both Metal Health Singer and Scarlet Saga, I recorded videos and uploaded the no commentary on the VOD channel. I'm still going to do that for every single game. I kind of like watching videos that don't have commentary, so like that's for a certain subset of fans that want to do that. Especially they want to experience like God of War or Spider-Man just without anyone talking. You know, because I think the best part about those games is people just playing the game, you know? Sure, like, it's cool watching people like PewDiePie, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye playing games you like, you know? I'm very excited to watch him play Resident Evil 4. I still need to watch him play God of War Ragnarok and all these other games but I want to play them myself, you know? I didn't watch him play Miles Morales until after I played Miles Morales. And I started playing it nearly a year late. So yeah, I'm going to hop off stream. I'll be back on in hopefully an hour and a half. Because reasons. Yeah. No one came in to watch the stream. It's fine. I don't really care. It's more so for my purpose. Honestly, I think if I had a stream upgraded, my camera was down there. If I was probably streaming on a PC, you know, it'd be 10 times easier because the quality would be better, you know, and I'll have a proper microphone. But this is my budget, you know. I have to stream it like this. I want to stream, so I do stream. And when people find out that I've been streaming for fucking nearly 4 years, they'll be like, hang on, why don't you have proper followers? I'm like, I don't know, you ask me, you tell me. What was weird is that when I was starting streaming, it was propelling higher to the point where I was gonna surpass my subscribers in YouTube, but now my reactions blow up and now 500 subscribers. But then Twitch is falling behind, which is weird because I thought Twitch was gonna be ahead. Like, because before 72 Seasons came out, I was at 300 and something. Now post it, I'm at 500 something, which is fucking cool. Anyways, yeah, let me hop off stream. I need to go to the bathroom, and then I need to set up for dinner. So goodbye. Also, I want to do a video of my favorite parts of the album, whether it be me playing them on guitar. So be excited for that. I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I actually am. Alright, adios, amigos.